Okie dokie dokie. Alright, here's a disclaimer. We got trading stocks is very risky. Our results are not typical. The typical result of an average trader is to lose money. Um, Keep in mind that these videos are only for purely for entertainment and educational purposes, and there's no guarantee that any of my videos will help you towards your profitability. Alright, with that being said, we're up $33 on the day. We've been trading INZY pre-market right here during this push through 3. I actually sold my position at 3, and then it broke 19 cents without me. Caught the dip here, took it off at 310, and I've been taking a few dip trades, or like breakout trades here for break even. I just caught this breakout from 13 to 17. Nexi is the main one that I'm watching. I just don't want to take too many pre-market trades on it because sub $1 stocks pre-market don't move the same way that they do during market hours, and so my edge is a lot less on them. So with that being said, um, yeah, we're just watching INZY, Nexi. A few other ones I have on watch are AXLA, but it's kind of breaking down a bit too much. BOXD, same thing, it's also breaking down a little bit too much. Um, let's see here, CISO. CISO, if it can get back above 112, the VWAP, then possibly we have something on it. Good morning, Ganesk. Yeah, yesterday was a great day on TMDI. That was a great stock to trade for me. So next, see we have, I already marked out all these charts. So INZY, we have the 200 EMA on the daily chart is at 327, so we have to break through 327 with some force, otherwise this INZY is going to fizzle out. So let's make sure we break through 327. Nexi has some daily levels at 92 cents, 106, and 111. Other than that, I'm just watching the pre-market chart on Nexi. INZY here, maybe break of 20. About 4 minutes till market open. Taking the break-even trade on INZY. Watching break of 20. Again, break even. It wants to break 20 here, I feel it. There's 21. Can we get 22? Can we get 22 here? No. Sellers are stacking up. Alright, about 4 minutes to the open here. Let's make sure my time and forces are on day when I go to trade. Morning, Circlav. Three minutes to the open here. Watching this through 27. Get a false wick up. So I don't think we hit 29 there. I think it was a false wick. But that's gonna screw up our chart. Because it broke 27, but it's breaking with a topping tail candle, but we didn't actually break 27. 73.50 on Nexi. 73.50. Alright. About 2 minutes to the open now. Making sure we're all ready. Okay, switching our time and force today. I'll be watching these two at the open in about 1 minute. AXLA sold off. BOXD sold off. CISO need to get back over 12. 14. $34. All right. 30 seconds to open. Next E is flagging towards the open for that break of 75 pre-market pivot. Getting a starter here at next E 74. I want to see how it reacts to that market open. Okay, market open, watching 74. Watching 75 here for the break. 75, 76. Back down to 72. Look at that. Alright, well, we tried the open trade. High of 75, 70 there. INZY ripping through highs. I'm glad it's ripping above 27. That's good. 37. Almost looking towards 40. INZI or INZY strong out of the open. Halt is at 398 though, so 391. So it's not going to be hitting any halts anytime soon. We'll be watching it for a break of 340. So we'll watch 340 break here on INZY. Okay, back down to 20. Possible drip trade there. I didn't want it because it was retracing the opening move. Morning, Jonathan. Pretty big sell-off there on INZY. Okay, next sees curling back up, red to green. I have 73.27 on this candle. Starter at 72. Looking for an add through 73. Now watching 75.70. High day break, or pre-market pivot break. There's 77. Out at 75.50. Back in 75.60, watching 76. Back out 75. Back in 74.50, watching 75. I don't like how it's back down to 73. Can we reclaim 75? There's 76. 77 on the ask. Watching it through highs at 78, 79. High day 79. Taking out the table. Buyers at 76. Watching through 78, 79. Watching 79 break here. There's 80. 82. Watch 82 here. Taking out the table. 80, 79. So hit a high of 81 there. Watching 80 again. Watching 80 break. 81. There's 82. Taking out the table. Bit of a break-even trade. Halt level up is at 89. Increasing share size as we get closer to that halt up. Watching back over 80. Cutting the trade at 78. Topping wick candle. Seller at 77. AM, pushing up. Halt low is at 99. Watching over 80. There's 83, 85. Halt low is opposite 305. Watching 90 break. Watching this for break of 3. Adding for the break of 3 and 93. Watching break of 3, 305's halt level. Watching. Can we get stuck to the halt here? False halt. Can we hold 90s here? Ah, out at 82. Don't like the false halt there. Darn. If that halted right there, that would have been a great squeeze. That would have resumed higher. Okay, maybe we reclaim 90s here. Next he needs to get back over 80. Starter at 78.50. Watch 78 on Nexi. It's flushing down at 75. Get back 3 cents on 9,000 shares. AMAM over 3. 305 is high at daybreak. Hollow is at 326. Watching 326 here, 332. 308 is high. Break of 310. Sellers at 302. Cutting the trade break even. Back in for break of 10, there's 14. Break of 14, seller at 14. There we go, there's 16, 18, 20. Can we get break of 20 here? 19 on the ask. Seller at 15. Watching this break of 20. Break of 20. Hollow's at 39. Out at 38. Hollow's at 48 now. It's squeezing up to the halt level. Looks like Nexi broke down. So I undercapitalized on AMAM there. And Nexi is falling down. Alright, well. Kind of disappointed with how I traded that. I added to my position at 22 and then took it off. And it was down at 17. So the add cost me 30, 60 bucks. This was an 8-cent win. I don't want to see Nexi die here. But we did break over 79. And now it's coming down. So AMAM has daily resistance at 454. 454. There was a big candle back in November at 454. So go ahead, mark that out. Nexi, possible dip off VWAP at 72. Nah, it's falling. Gonna ask, no, I didn't miss the AMAM stock. I didn't miss it, but I just under traded it, like undercapitalized. It was chasing halt levels, but I wasn't trading it accordingly. Right now resumption showing 49, so it's not a big gap on the resumption. Maybe it changes. Should resume at 44:35 on the time. So about 1 minute to resumption. I'd like to get up a little bit more on the day before I increase size on AMAM, if it does continue. Right now I'm still too close to zero. About 30 seconds to resumption. Hopefully Nexi reclaims view up. Hmm. 30 seconds. Five seconds to resumption. Here we go. Wait a second. There it goes. Late resumption. Watching over 60, 70, and at 63. Watching 70. Follow up is at 438. So watching 74. Below 50, I'm cutting it. Out there at 50. It's going a bit too fast for me. The time in sales is zooming. There's the drop. In there 44, want to see reclaim at 50. If we can reclaim 50 here, we have a nice trade on our hands. Back out at 39. So this can come down to 313, 9 EMA. So it looks like I actually missed this whole move. It wasn't on one of my side charts. It was a gapper pre-market. It was only gapping like 20% though, so I didn't have it on watch. And now it went from 220 all the way up to 350 and I wasn't part of it. That sucks. Usually I don't miss these things. But I guess I missed this one. Watching a dip here. We go upset 3. Yeah, I can ask if I was here from the beginning at 220, I would have been a great day already. INZY trying to reclaim VWAP. There's 310. Come on, hold 310 here. Buyer at 304. Big seller coming in at 305. At 6, watching break of 10. Watching break of 10 here on INZY. Took off half at 12, watching 15. Taking the rest off at 9, that big seller at 10. Yeah, Nexi holds 72 here. Watching 72 on Nexi, 72.50. Let's get that break of 73. There's 72.70. Watch 73. For a curl towards 75. Cutting the trade for a loss. Seller at 72. Watching it back over 72. It's holding view up for now. Out at 71. Box D's putting in a red to green. Bit of a slower day today. INZY kind of needs to break out of this 3.5, 3.10 range in order for it to be viable. Box D, I wish it had more volume, but it doesn't. Otherwise it could break that 59 level, red to green move, through view up. Just needs more volume. Watching break at 22 on SNRE. There's 22.10. We get 22.20. There's 22.20. Buyer at 22.04. Out of the trade there at 22.10. Gonna be trading this kind of like yesterday's stock. Morning, Dolce. Watching back over 20, 22. There's 22.10. Average is 22. Watching break over 22.10, 22.20. Watching 22.20 break. There's 30, 40. Can we get that break of 40? We get that break of 22.37. Yes, we can. Watch 22.40. That seller at 40 needs to break. We're breaking it. Watching 50 here. There's 60. Taking an order off at 47. Rest off at 22. Over 40, this could break back over 50. Big buyer at 22.12. Don't think it holds though. Yeah, no. Big buyer at 22, also breaking down. Possibly look for some dips down here at 21.50. Maybe build a position for another break. Buyer at 80. I'm gonna hop out of it for now. It kind of looks a little weak. Like it wants to break down to 21.60. I'll be watching for that dip. Big buyer there at 81 or 80. Okay, it's holding the 22 area. Watching 22.37, 22.50. Big seller there at 22.26, getting out. We'll watch that seller at 26. It's getting bought through. Watching 22.40, 22.57's high. Watching that break of 22.40. I'll see that break. 22.50, 22.60. 22.40 looks like it's gonna break. Green going through on 22.40. There's 50, there's 60, 70. Took some off at 60, 70. Now watching 80. There's 77, 80, there's 23. Taking the rest off. Look for an add back 323. Drop down to 22. Okay, box D is moving. Gonna have to switch focus. Hit 61. High pre-market is 67.50. Watching 61. Seller at 61. Starter at 60. Watching this dip to VWAP. Buyers at 60. Adding at 61. Watching break a 61 here. Sellers at 61. Seller at 61 is breaking. Watching 62. Watching 62 here. Taking off the table at 61. So I have recognized that today is definitely a slower day. I don't want to be pushing share size on those slower days. So I'm trying to keep that in mind as I'm trading. We'll try and get up to 400 on the day, and then we'll see if we can push it from there. But up until then, we're going to trade conservatively. Watching break a 62. Watching 62 here. 61.80. There's 90. Seller came in at 61.30. Can we get back above that? Seller at 61.30. There we go, 61.50. Watching break a 62. There's 62.30. 63. '63 was on the ask for a little moment. Watching 63. There we go, there's 63.50. 64. There we go, watching 64 break. There we go. 64.50 high of this candle. Watching back over 64. Break even trade there. Watching 64.30. Big seller came in. Taking off the table. Okay, can we get back over 64? At 63.70. Watching the ask. Ask is coming down, so I'm out at 63.10. Watching 64 for a possible dip and rip. Need that spread to come down a little bit. Starter at 63. Watching 64 for the dip and rip. It would need to reclaim 62. It's down to 60, out at 60.55. Just gave back some money on the backside of that. Bought the dip there, 58.40. Watching 59. It's down to 57. $58. Gonna take it off for a small red trade at 58.20. Okay, SRNE is back on the table. Over 22. INZY, somewhat breaking out. Watching break at 22 on SRNE. 86 average. Watching 22 break here. Watching that break at 22. Cutting the trade at 83.75. Okay, INZI, or INZY, doesn't want to give up 320. Break at 22 here, there's 22.20, SRNE. Okay, there's 2230. $22.30. Looks like it's breaking down 30 a little bit. I get that moved to 50. Taking off the table, small profit. Okay, watching 50 here on SRNE and at 31 average. There's 68. Can we get break of 70? Up to 23. Okay, watching 80 break. Can we get that break of 80? There we go, watching 85. 90. Taking off half. Taking off the rest. Yeah. Okay, high of 85 there. Watching this back over 80. Some sellers at 60. $22.60 on the ask. There's $22.70. Watching this break at 22.70. Sellers at 22.40. Out of it at 22.20, 22.30. Yeah, basically break even trading this thing. 236. Big seller at 22.60. It's breaking though. Watching 22.60. 22.65. 2270, 2285. Watching 2285. Big seller at 85. It's ripping through. Watching break of 23. Break of 23. Out of the rest of it. Sold into that buying. Maybe if I wasn't selling there, maybe we actually break out over 23. But I wanted to use the liquidity there to get out. Watching now 23. '23 break, there's 23.10, 23.20, 30, out at 23.30. There's 60, 70. $23.80. Watching break of 24. $23.90, watching 24. $23.90. There's 95, watching 24. Break of 24. Out of it at 24. Started there at 73. Watching back over 24. Seller at 76. Hopping out for a break-even trade. So dip trade there, 23.20. Watching over 23.30, 23.50. Nice dip trade here to watch 23.80. See if you get a seller there at 23.80. Watching that back over 23.80. 23.50 on the ask. 23.60. I'll see that seller at 60 come down. Seller's at 53 now. Watching that seller at 53. Breaking. Okay. Adding here at 66. I want to see this back over 24. So watching over 60, 70. Holding 2350. I'm out of it at 2360 or 2336, break even. It's taking me forever to get filled. God, I'm not getting filled. Hello? I'm trying to flatten. What the hell? What the hell? What was that? What the hell was that? I was trying to flatten that whole time. Well, god damn it. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. What time is it? 7:24. Everything else isn't moving. Shit. Not again. Hate when I double click it. There we go. Reopen everything. Hopefully I don't miss this trade because of that. I did. Watching over 60. Watching 60 here. Need to see buyers at 57, 60. Spread's closing up, that's good. Watching 60. 50 on the ask, 59. Watching 60 here. Can we get that break of 60? Took some off at 59. There's not enough, this spread's too big on Sarah, so I don't think I should be continuing to trade it. It's a pretty big spread. Yeah, even if you took that trade for the break of 61, it'd be hard getting filled up here because the spread is 5 cents. Throwing an order out at 61 for a dip trade.
at 61. $62. 62 on the bid there for a moment. $66 on the ask. Taking it off at 57. SRNE popping up towards 24 again. Watching 24. Break a 24 here. 24.20 is the highs. New high a day. Watching 24.35. 24.50, 24.60. Watching 24.60. Out of it at 24.20. Back in for break at 24.60, 24.50. 24.60, 24.80 there. 24.80 on the ask. Watching 24.80. Taking off at 24.10. It's pulling back a little bit too much. $23.40. Wow. taking the loss there. I'm actually going to be red after that trade. Got filled at 24.20 and then filled at 23.60 at the exit. You know what? I think I'm going to call it here. I've been churning around. I get back all my profit, down $1 on the day. There's nothing to trade after yesterday's momentum. Yesterday basically made enough money for today and the day after as well. So if I end these next 2 days break even, I'm still having a great week. So yeah, I'll be ending it here. Because we traded SRNE and we're using really big sides on it, um, and we didn't make a profit on it, I assume I have. Let me check. Yeah, I have 140 bucks in commissions today, fees, SEC fees, with trading such large size and not making a profit. Yesterday my fees were high too, but I made $3,000 on it, so it would offset the fees pretty much. So I'm actually down 146 on the day. 146 is the final down amount. All right. Take care, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for another live trading. Hopefully we get some better momentum. I mean, we did get AMAM, but I didn't capitalize on AMAM. Wasn't there for the beginning of it. All right, so take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.